Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and back to another Ninjago video. Since I previously did a two-part video on ranking the ninja from my least favorite to my favorite, today I thought I would go through each of the ninja and give my list of my top 5 favorite moments for each character. For this video, we'll be starting off with our favorite ninjoid, Zane, the Master of Ice. As always, remember that everything I say in this video is just my opinion. You do not have to share my opinion, it's just my opinion. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. And with all that stuff out of the way, let's begin this series. Kicking off my list in the number 5 slot, I have Zane and Pixel. You have half of my heart. Okay guys, I don't know about you, but I absolutely love the relationship between Zane and Pixel. It has to be one of my favorite couples within all 15 seasons of Ninjago. As such, I knew I had to somehow put them in the list, but there's just so much good Zane x Pixel content that it was really hard to choose just one moment. But I believe I have found it. In Season 8, Episode 6, the ninja ship, the Destiny's Bounty, crash lands in a forest, and during all the chaos, Pixel reveals that she is in fact the new Samurai X. After the crash, and after Pixel's reveal, Zane and Pixel are working together to try to fix the communications and other electrical damage on the ship, but the work is very slow going. It is here when I think Zane and Pixel have their best bit of dialogue. Pixel asks Zane if she can ask him something, and Zane replies, "You have half of my heart. You can ask me anything." Guys, that is so good. That is so amazing. I absolutely love that answer. And I think it just captures Zane and Pixel's relationship in a nutshell, in one sentence. I absolutely love this. And after Season 7, when Zane loses contact with Pixel, and into Season 8, I wasn't sure if the writers had disregarded Zane and Pixel's relationship, but in this scene, I was like, oh man, yes, they are so amazing together, and so I had to put this on my list in my number 5 slot. Alright, moving on to my number 4 slot, I have Zane unlocks his dragon power. Now in Season 4, Zane has rebuilt himself and is captured by Master Chen, which forces his ninja team to set out in search of him to find and rescue him. However, during this chain of events, Zane has a conflict within himself. He faces the fear of being different, changed, and never the same. His memories are mixed, erased, or simply forgotten, and he forgets many things in his past life. This fear takes the shape of a dragon in his mind, which he hallucinates from time to time. However, he's able to conquer his fear with the help of Pixel, and is able to unlock a new power within him, a dragon power. This moment was pretty powerful in my opinion, but it did kind of feel like a repeat of his original true potential. I mean, this time around, he was struggling a lot with the same things he was struggling during his true potential, such as new memories and the fear of being different. That is probably why it's further down my list, but don't get me wrong, this unlocking of his elemental dragon is truly an amazing moment for Zane. Moving on to my slot number 3, I have Zane's return. Okay guys, I don't know about you, but I was so excited when we found out that Zane was actually still alive at the end of Season 3. I was just, my little mind, I could not believe that Zane was still alive, and I was so excited. One of my favorite scenes from Zane is in Season 4, when Chen is laughing outside Zane's cell, and the camera kind of just goes in, zooms in on Zane's face, and Zane opens his bright blue eyes. Like, I just jumped through the ceiling. I was so excited. Maybe this didn't exactly build up Zane's character or move him forward anyway, but as the viewer, I was very impacted by this scene and by this moment, so I have to put it in my number 3 slot. Alright guys, moving on to slot number 2, you probably guessed it, Zane's true potential. Now, I've seen other people split Zane's true potential and his origin story into 2 separate slots, but I personally really don't like that. I believe that these 2 things go hand in hand and shouldn't be split into 2 separate slots. Zane was able to unlock his true potential through the memories of his origin story, which is why I put this into 1 slot. Zane discovers that he is in fact a robot in Season 1 and is able to discover his memory switch. When he flicks it on, all of his memories from his previous life come roaring back into his mind, and he remembers his father and how he cared for him, and also how his father died and turned off his memory switch so that he could ease the pain of losing him. The knowledge of his past and the knowledge of who he is and that there was a time when he had a home changed something in Zane. This knowledge allowed Zane to break through that wall in his heart, that wall of secrecy that he didn't know what was behind, and unlock a power within him, which allowed him to save his friends from the forest creatures, the Treehorns. At the time I first watched this episode, Zane was my favorite ninja of the bunch. And so this scene was very amazing to watch for me, and I was so pumped up seeing that Zane, my favorite ninja, had discovered his true potential first. I was so excited, and this is an amazing scene for him, and it moves his character forward through the knowledge of his past, so I have to put it in my second slot. Alright guys, we made it to the last slot, slot number 1, and you probably called this one too, Zane's Ultimate Sacrifice. At the end of season 3, Zane is able to battle the digital overlord and to defeat him, but he has to sacrifice his own life to do so. Guys, I said earlier that during this time of the season, Zane was my favorite character, and so this moment was so powerful for me. Zane was willing to lay down his own life for his friends. Just think about that for a minute. That's a pretty emotional and powerful move to be able to be willing to do that. Even though the writers in Ninjago brought Zane back in season 4, this did not diminish his death to me at all. He was willing to lay down his life even though he didn't know he would be able to rebuild himself. He gave his life freely for his friends. There is some more great Zane dialogue when the digital overlord tells him that his survival chances are low. And Zane responds, "It's not about numbers, it's about family." Guys, that is so beautiful and perfect and amazing what Zane was saying. He was fulfilling the mission that had been given to him from the very beginning, to protect those who could not protect themselves. His friends were not able to defend themselves. Zane knew that, and he was willing to protect them with his own life. Because of this, I have to put his sacrifice in my number 1 slot as my most favorite Zane scene of all time. And with that wraps up this video. Zane's top 5 best moments. In slot number 5, we have Zane and Pixel. Slot 4, Dragon Power. Slot 3, Zane's Return. Slot 2, his true potential. And slot number 1, Zane's Ultimate Sacrifice. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe if you would like to see more of my content. If you do subscribe, don't forget to click the bell so that you'll never miss out on a video. Thanks for watching. Peace out.